Hello everyone and welcome back to another day of Road to TCG Worlds 2017. As I mentioned, if you enjoy the Road to TCG Worlds, leaving a like on the video really helps out the channel. It only takes 1 second of your time and it really does help out. Now, as you can see on your screen, today will be Typhlosion. It's a deck that has been requested by many people, and yeah, I figured it was about time. We're all eagerly waiting for the new Burning Shadow set, and I promise you guys, when that is available in the online game, I will start making all the new deck profiles that you want to see, and I will showcase the decks, but unfortunately for now, I really can't. Now, I am trying to work on a different style of video to talk about the new cards, but for now, these fun decks will suffice. Typhlosion deals 80 damage. After you discard the top 5 cards from your deck, it deals 80 damage for every energy you find there. So that's why we're running a total of 23 fire energy cards along with 2 energy recycler. We have our 4-3-4 Typhlosion line, and basically this is a very much all-in deck. If you don't manage some quick KOs on GXs and things like that, you're probably going to end up losing the game. There's no real reason to run Pokemon recovery, I figured, because either you'll be dealing with your opponent's Pokemon or not, and it'll be very hard to actually set up 6 Typhlosions. We do have Mew, so Mew plus Typhlosion, that's essentially the 6 prize game. And yeah, I mean, the supporter lineup is pretty simple. Skyla for Rare Candy, Mallow allows us to ensure that we get the cards we need, or to guarantee 2 fire energy at the top of our deck, meaning we deal 160 damage at least. Ultra Level Ball to search out our evolutions, and Tapu Lele as well to search out our supporter cards. So I'm not sure if this is an optimized list. I've never really used the deck before. We've only faced it quite a few times. I'm sure you've seen on the channel, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll only be playing 1 game if it's a long one, or 2 short ones, hopefully. I don't want to dedicate too much time to these decks. I am preparing in real life. I am trying to test out the new cards with proxies and stuff, but it's certainly not easy to do. Okay, so our hand is actually pretty bad, I would say. At least we're going first. So we get to discard 2 energy. Okay, that end helps us. I'm gonna discard 2 fire, which seems counterintuitive to our strategy. We see 1 Cyndaquil is prized, but I'm just gonna play an end here. Attach an energy and play the end. Now we shouldn't struggle to find, I was gonna say, we shouldn't struggle to find energy to discard, and clearly we will not be missing any energy to attach to our Pokemon. Oh my gosh, that actually just happened. Wow. If my opponent, Nonagi XY, if you know him, tell him to watch this video, because that was actually very scary. And wow, we actually get a pretty nice follow-up, I would say. Acid Spray will not affect us even if you discarded the energy. And yeah, this is actually perfect. We can discard the 2 energy, grab Tapu Lele, which one of them is prized. Oh, Skyla is prized as well. You're kidding me. Skyla is prized too. No way. That is so bad. Okay, so now I'm in a little bit of trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna lose this Typhlosion most likely. I will return the energy into my deck. No reason not to. I guess to thin out the deck potentially, but that was so bad. So bad. I'll bench the Mew for whatever reason. Probably shouldn't be doing it against should I end here? No. I still have 3 Typhlosions available, so there's also 2 Rare Candy priced, I think. So that's really bad. As long as we can find maybe a Quilava. Okay, no Quilava, but 2 Typhlosion. So 80 HP, I definitely have a lot of... yeah, I have exactly 4 item cards. So I'm actually gonna evolve the benched Cyndaquil. And I'm gonna tackle. So no damage because of the parallel city. Hopefully we'll be able to do something here. Garbotoxin Garbodor would actually shut off our Mew-EX, and we have no follow-up to our Typhlosion. So my opponent has Lysandre here. We probably, yep, we definitely lose here. We absolutely definitely lose. And because of that, I'm gonna promote Tapu Lele. Because now I need to top deck and not a fire energy for sure. Ah, this deck is so bad. This deck is actually so bad. My opponent's gonna go with the acid spray technique. He has Shaymin, interestingly enough. So yeah, no Skyla. I feel like if Skyla had been available to us, we would have had a chance. A very small chance. If he also didn't have the Lysandre, we would have had a better chance as well. The end, hopefully, will help us. And now we get the Rare Candy, but no Typhlosion once again. And my opponent flips heads, so we won't even be able to attack the Garb. We top deck another fire, which will immediately be discarded. And yeah, we're just using... Come on. Come on. Yeah, now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 item cards. That's 120, so that is a knockout. There's no way for us to draw cards. Yeah, I feel like my list is probably really bad, isn't it, guys? That's my Typhlosion. Should I be playing Talonflame and no Tapu Lele and no Mew? I want to play Lele for the Mallow combo, but I guess the Mallow combo is relevant if you can never set up. You can actually never set up a Typhlosion. If we manage to set up one Typhlosion, I feel like we would be in an okay position. We really can't copy anything useful with Mew-EX. The energy I attached to Tapu Lele was essentially a big waste too. And our deck is actually decently thin. It's just the fact that we're not drawing anything. Okay, another fire. So I could use Mallow to secure the next turn, but I really need to start doing something here. The game just mocks me. The game just keeps mocking me. Okay, I'm gonna concede this match and let's see if we can get something else going, because that was really bad. Okay, we're up against Tapu Lele now. Tapu BKT. Okay, so I won the coin flip, so I do want to go first, of course. That allows for the possible possible turn to Typhlosion, but rather turn to Energy Drive is what we're going for now. Okay, lots of mulligans is what we need to do something here. Lots and lots of mulligans. Okay, just the one, but between the mulligan and the extra card we draw, we might... Okay, the Mew doesn't really help us, and yet another fire energy. So I'm just gonna attach and pass. Now we can build a huge Tapu Lele, that's for certain. Wow, my opponent apparently playing the same game we are. So we'll energy drive. If he attaches energy, he deals 80. We would deal 80. Plus another energy would be 100. We would be 10 short. Oh my. Okay, so I shouldn't attach another energy here. Okay, awesome. So we get a level ball. One Cyndaquil is once again prized. Figuring out our prize cards is not really necessary here. I could essentially retreat and attack with Mew here, or even Cyndaquil. I could copy Tackle for 10. That would leave Tapu Lele at 70 damage, but no. I'm just gonna Energy Drive. He needs another basic Pokemon in order not to lose, because Mew can copy his Energy Drive or even my own Ember to get a knockout here. Wow. An epic duel of Tapu Lele's, which culminates in Mew-EX taking a knockout with Ember. Yep, Ember for 30 damage. Okay, so one more try. One more try, guys. One more try here. Let's go. One more try. Okay, yeah, that was pretty bad. That was actually pretty bad to see. Can we get a decent game in? Can we actually get a decent game? One where we managed to set up a Typhlosion and start using the attack. We haven't been able to use the attack even once so far. Okay, we have a 1-win streak. We're up against Carby FG with a Psychic colorless deck, which could be Garb, Trampagarb. We already lost pretty badly to Trampagarb. Well, actually just Garb. Okay, so things are not looking good for we just draw so many energy. Yes, we're playing a ton, but I'm playing 1 every 3 cards is an energy, not 6 out of 7 cards is an energy. That is not cool to see. Okay, and what could I possibly want off of the Mallow then? What could I possibly want off of the Mallow? My opponent thinking really hard about his first turn. Well, yeah, don't reply, just play your cards. Oh, turn 1 Hex into pass. Okay, and I keep drawing energy. So let's not draw any more energy. Let's draw Cyndaquil. Let's draw Tapu Lele afterwards. Great. And let's just pass here. So what does my opponent do here now? I mean, sure, we couldn't use our ability, but we weren't going to do that anyways. Oh, so we could see Floatstone Choice Band for the win here. Floatstone Choice Band for the win. Oh wow, all the Espions are prized? Maybe he has 1 in his hand. Oh, there's the end, okay. So either he top, I would guess he top decked the Eevee. I don't know why he would Hex. Okay, so we don't draw energy, but now we draw the Quilava. And, oh gosh. I'm just gonna get wrecked by Espion, aren't I? Okay, finally a Cyndaquil, however no Typhlosion. I can't copy Stomp Puff, I can copy Quick Draw, or I can deal damage to Tapu Lele. I'm gonna copy Quick Draw for the lulz. Okay, and the extra card is an energy. Go figure. Go figure. Yeah, I guess Mallow's not really great if you just never set up a Typhlosion. We could top deck an Ultra Ball or a Typhlosion. That's 7 total cards we could top deck. Or a Skyla, or a Tapu Lele. So essentially 10 cards. You could top deck 10 cards, provided none of them are priced. Which I didn't check for. But yeah, this deck is just so fragile. If you guys have any suggestions for a Typhlosion list, you guys should definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have tried out the deck. I know it's pretty popular to grind out in the ladder. So if you have a much better version than this, definitely please let me know. Okay, so we see an energy on Tapu Lele. We did see a VS-Seeker Hex. So we cannot copy anything with Versatile. And no. We copy... If only I could Lysandre and get a knockout on the Eevee here. The end is probably going to help my opponent a lot more than me. Okay. At least I can potentially... find finally the Typhlosion the next turn. I can bench Lele, go for Skyla for Ultra Ball, and then finally Rare Candy into my first Typhlosion of 3 games. Which surprisingly, we won one of those games. Okay, so there's the card. We don't have any item cards. We do see the Espeon GX now for my opponent. He really wants to save that in order to confuse my Typhlosion, I would imagine. And yeah, that's gonna be really annoying to deal with. Very annoying. It's also gonna be annoying if I don't get 3 energy. In order to knock out the Lele here. That doesn't change the mats at all for us. He's actually limiting my bench, actually. Which doesn't change anything either. It took us a while to even find a Cyndaquil, so. And 3 item cards only means 60 damage for a card. So it looks like we'll be able to finally get a Typhlosion out. Finally get a Typhlosion. My opponent has 3 cards in hand and it's taking such a long time. Oh gosh. No. You just can't catch a break. Please confuse me. Please confuse me. Please be bad and confuse me. I can't believe this just happened. Oh, what? I don't have 70. No, why wouldn't you retreat and take the knockout? That's wow, that's a huge misplay by my opponent. Why would you not just retreat and take the knockout on the Cyndaquil? Why? There's no logical reason not to do that. Wait, what? 3 Ultra Low priced? I do play 4. Right? Do I really have 3 Ultra Ball prized? Okay, now I really need the 3 energy, guys. Please, 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 please give me the 3 energy. I've been drawing energy like a madman. And I'm going to put 4 of those energy back into my deck. Okay, 4 of those are going back immediately. The extra energy, I'll attach to Tapu Lele and let's go. Massive Eruption, finally. Thank you. We discarded 4. Finally, guys. Finally. And there's only 3 item cards in our discard pile, meaning Garbodor cannot knock us out. Lele cannot knock us out. My opponent's best chance here is to confuse us with Eevee. Really wish I had a Lysandre right now. so that I could target a GX, but apparently my opponent will just do that for me. My opponent will do that for me. He says I have a good deck. Well, thank you. It's been really hard over the course of 3 games to set up a single Typhlosion. Okay, so we see a Rescue Stretcher for the Espion. Will my opponent decide to confuse me? If so, I'm still gonna have to risk the flip, but no, wow. We actually see a DCE attached to the Lele for whatever reason. The DCE makes no sense. It actually makes no sense here. Because he still doesn't knock me out. He's only dealing 120 damage and he just wasted a DCE. So basically he was going to knock me out in 2 hits anyways. So why would you waste the DCE on the Lele? Why wouldn't you attach it to Espion so you can potentially Psychic and or Divide GX later on? The only reason we are going to win this game is because my opponent has made all the suboptimal plays and I'm not even sure we're going to win the game. Oh. Now there's the Garb, which means the Mew will be useless in copying any attacks. And we're gonna see an energy drive for 100 damage. So I'm really glad I did not attach the energy to the Typhlosion. Really, really glad. Now we just have to wait and hope that A, we don't discard too many item cards, and B, we discard 3 energy once again. That's what we have to hope for. Yep, Typhlosion survives to live another day. Okay, so we get 2 level balls. I'm just gonna play the 1 for now. Well, actually no. 1, 2, 3, yeah, I'd rather thin out my deck. I'd really rather thin out my deck. But I'm gonna grab the Quilava actually instead. So I'm gonna bench the Cyndaquil, I'm gonna attach an energy to the Cyndaquil, and I'm going to Massive Eruption. 1, 2. And 2 rare candies went there. So we're not even going to be able to win this match. We're not even going to be able to win this match. The turn I used Quick Draw instead of attacking the Lele, now it just mattered. It actually just mattered. We needed 10 damage on that Lele. We could have had 40 on it. And we end up missing the KO because of that lacking damage. Now I'm still really curious about my Ultra Ball counts. Because maybe I made a mistake building the deck and I only have 2 or 1. I'm really not sure. I think we can still win this one. As long as he... Well, yeah, it doesn't seem like he's going to retreat. So if we can find a Lysandre, we could maybe win the game. Yeah. Maybe. Very big maybe. How many energy is that in the discard pile? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, still half of the energies left in our deck. So we take a knockout with Lele here. Lele, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lele, in theory, survives the hit. In theory. And yeah, Ultra Ball and Ultra Ball, so no, I was not crazy. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Oh wow, my opponent just immediately promotes the Garbiter. Attaches a Psychic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. What? My opponent is just making all the craziest plays, guys. All of them. Why go? Oh wow! Why go after the Mew right there? Why do you even go after the Mew? Okay. I mean, fair game to my opponent. I mean, I had enough. I already had 8 item cards, so it doesn't really matter. I will just Massive Eruption. Yeah, now I get 3. Okay, does my opponent have a Psychic Energy to win the game? To essentially win the game. I mean, if he has a Psychic Energy, it actually doesn't matter what he does. But if you don't have the Psychic, and you do, like, why not just knock out the Quilava? Ugh. What a crazy game. And despite all of my opponent's mistakes and bad plays, we still couldn't win with this awful deck. Okay, I'm just gonna go sit here, guys. That's gonna be it for the video. Enough of this terrible deck. We actually managed to win a game where we didn't use Typhlosion. And yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have a better list, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, because we will eventually get to Typhlosion in the TCG Pokédex series. So it would be cool to use a better version of the deck. But anyways, that will be all, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.